Next up, one more from AUSA, a conversation with the commander of the U.S. Army in the Pacific. How do you maneuver a land force in a vast body of water with a network of island nations in the midst, with tight relations formed with allied countries and some long-range planning? Here's land warfare reporter Jen Judson speaking with General Charles Flynn at AUSA 2024.
In terms of preparing the theater for any type of crisis or conflict, that's a lot of planning in terms of where your capabilities go.
Right.
Obviously you have to work with so many nations to get permissions
Right.
or to use their capability.
Right.
So talk about some of the things you've accomplished in the last several years that help shape the theater in that way, through exercises or other means.
Well, a couple things. First, I think the relationships with the Army leaders, military leaders in the region, first of all, the investment needed in fostering that, and then finding sort of common ground on what is it that the partner needs and what is it that we need. And I think being able to put those activities and those training opportunities together in exercises like Talisman Sabre and Cobra Gold and Bala-Katan, Salakhanib, Yamasakra, that is, the power of creating opportunities where they have a capability or they're developing a capability, we have a capability, or we're developing a capability. We can bring those together to learn from one another.
Final question.
Yes.
What challenges remain for the Army in Pacific? What are some of the ways that the Army will seek to overcome those challenges in the coming years?
Yeah. I still think that we've got a way to go on organizing. I think that we've got some work to do on how to organize our forces properly from our I'll say base locations, if you will, on the West Coast, Alaska, and Hawaii. I mean, we have a sizable footprint in Korea and a less sizable one in Japan, but we also have a lot of capabilities in Japan as an Army that are really important, that are kind of less well known. But what I would say is really two things. I think we have some organizational redesigns, some command relationships that need to be updated and refined. And then I also think that we, as I have put out in our recent Theater Army strategy, we've got some work to do still to gain positional advantage. And it takes a lot of hard work, it takes effort, it takes fostering those relationships, but then it actually takes getting together as a force and as leaders and deciding what you're actually going to do so that you can build the relationships and create that sense of assurance that we must have, at the same time getting hard power in the right place at the right time with the right capabilities to deter and prevent a war from breaking out.